Parents can't always shield their kids from death and tragedy, a reality many of us know, having heard children as young as 9 testify in the Derek Chauvin trial. Experts say if you know what's happening, chances are your children know too. News 8's Katira Winfrey joins us now with more. Good evening, Katira.
Well, good evening, Nina. And some of the most compelling testimony we've heard in the trial came from young people. One of the witnesses, who was 17 at the time, saying she often feels guilty for not being able to do more. And with nearly half of all children experiencing some type of adverse childhood trauma, watching all this unfold may be adding to that.
We've all seen enough images to know who George Floyd and Derek Chauvin are.
When I was growing up, social media was just starting to get its legs, so it wasn't constant, like say it was news, you get your information through certain outlets, but no, now everything's in your face.
And now that Chauvin's trial is underway, we're seeing and hearing a lot more than before. Kennedy Simone and Frederick Whitmore says you can't escape it, no matter how old you are.
I have an 8-year-old niece, and I remember when she was about 4, she used to say she wants to be a police officer. And now she's like, oh, I don't want to be a police officer.
Adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, play out in a variety of ways, experiencing death, abuse, poverty, substance abuse, neglect, and more. About 40% of children will experience it. For Black children, that number climbs to 60%.
We can't say don't look at the television, because no matter what we do, they have cell phones, they have laptops.
Studies show that children who experience ACEs are more likely to experience further trauma into adulthood if it's not addressed. Jessica Herzog Hall is the director at the ACEs Indiana Coalition and says the initial ACEs study conducted in the 90s didn't even address issues like racism, discrimination, and bullying.
We have the responsibility to really be watching out and caring for our children as much as possible. And one of those main steps is going to be having those conversations and building that resilience.
Simone and Whitmore says, in a way, these topics are sad, but it's opening people's eyes.
And the ACEs branch of Youth Services Organization provides presentations about how to talk to kids about this exact topic. Reporting in the studio, Katira Winfrey, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.